work in the world of sports, and 480 teams and 9,600 players will be taking part in this year's or the inaugural edition of the Irene Ndanu Supercup that will be taking place in Machakos. This is all in an effort to grow grassroots football. I got a chance of speaking to Irene Ndanu on why she came up with this idea of putting 20 million shillings into an inaugural football tournament, hoping that it's going to inspire the next generation of footballers. Let's take a look.
The idea for this tournament stemmed from the fact that I run a charity foundation under the name Captain Irene Ndanu. And so in the tours of my work around Machakos, I spoke to the youth and they suggested or recommended the tournament, which is what I decided to do. Main idea to engage our youth, to keep them busy, to showcase their talent and just have fun.
And when you launched this tournament, you were with the FKF president, that is Said Mohammed. And normally when we see such tournaments, you find that most people just launch them to, have them run in their specific areas without, necessarily engaging the top office that runs runs football in the country. Why did you decide to partner with the top organ of football in the country?
So, as you know, we have a new president in office right now with the FKF, and they have a devolution department where it now states that any football matches that are supposed to happen in the grassroots, right from the grassroots, are supposed to be conducted and handled by the FKF. So you can't just go and conduct any football match or tournament without going through FKF. So the partnership with FKF has been a good one, and I'm just a sponsor, and they are the ones who are officiating and running the soccer summit. Yes.
And what do you hope that at the end of the 6 months that this tournament will be running for, what do you hope to see at the end of it all?
I hope to see our young people in Machakos, all the teams participating. We have both men and women participating. I hope to see them come out and play. I hope to see talent. I hope to see engagement socially. I hope to see just lives getting better within Machakos, businesses booming, a lot of excitement. Yeah, that's what I hope to see.
Now, aside from that, when you launch the tournament, you say that you want, to see football structures in grassroots football and, life skills also added to that. If you can talk more about that.
So the football structures are very necessary. You don't want to be having soccer matches or soccer tournaments that are just going to end down there. We hope to have our teams be able to proceed up the leagues all the way up to the nationals. Where currently in Machakos we just have only one team that is at the NSL level, so which is the MCF. So we hope to see more teams get to that level. So yeah.
Aside from that, when you spoke to the stakeholders within the county that you want to launch, a tournament that will run for 6 months, and this tournament is set to elevate the skills of footballers in the county, how was the reception from the stakeholders in the county?
So initially, as you all know, it's all over. So we started, but we didn't start off the right way. So we just went ahead and announced without engaging the Football Federation. So we had to be taken back and guided through all the steps that we have to take to be able to have a successful soccer tournament. So it wasn't very good at the start, but now I'm very proud to say that we have a beautiful partnership, and I'm looking forward to the summit.
And aside from that, this weekend is the International Women's Weekend. It will be held on Sunday. What do you have in store for, in terms of football for women and girls generally?
A lot. We have a lot in store. So like I mentioned, we'll be having girls teams in the tournament. So we'll have the girls playing. That's one. We're talking about the women specifically. So we have the girls playing. We also have coaching. We're planning coaching sessions for our coaches, but we want to put in a specific focus on women because we don't have a lot of them. at the moment. We also have financial training for the winners, where I did mention that the winners will be fighting out for 1 million Kenya shillings for both the men and the women's team. So in this aspect, we're talking about the women. So when they get the jackpot, we need to ensure that they get the proper financial training so that they can have that sustainability. The money should work for them. And then I also, through my foundation, I also have, will be giving the ladies who are going to be participating dignity kits, which is basically sanitary wear.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about, this tournament. You put in 20 million shillings, and it's rare to see, somebody come and put 20 million shillings into a tournament. It's rare for us here in Kenya to see somebody come in and put such a huge amount into, grassroots football. I mean, one would want to know, why do you have such a soft spot for this grassroots football?
It stems from the fact that I do charity. I've done charity for a long time. So this was easy and very natural for me. I've been doing it out there. So this time I decided I wanted to do it right here at home. I saw an opportunity. I have a group of young Machakos youth that I work with. And every time we sit together, ideas just come up. And so I felt this is the moment for this. And plus, I have a good network of friends and well-wishers who also believed in my idea, and they agreed to support my vision in having the soccer summit.
And aside from that, most people will be looking at this soccer summit that is running for 6 months. Are you hopefully having in mind, or have you already approached scouts to come and see the talent that is on display and probably select some of the footballers who can join either top tier clubs that we have in the country, or even have a chance of going outside the country to play their football?
Fantastic. Now that you've mentioned about scouting, so within the FKF, we have a scouting team, a technical team that is led by one coach, Francis Kimanzi. So he will be in charge of that throughout the soccer summit. So yes, there will be scouts. We'll be scouting for talent. We'll be scouting for good keepers and players and the MVPs and all that. So that is catered for in this soccer summit. Yes.
And do you kit the players, or they come with their own kits? Then at the end of it all, the winners are the only ones who will get the benefits of that.
Yes, I am kitting all the players. So we have 480 teams drawn from both the male and the female side that will be participating in this tournament. Then that gives about 9,600 players. Right from the ward level, we have 40 wards in Machakos. So it will be played across Machakos. So all those players, I'll be kitting them with uniforms and balls. They'll each get a ball per team. And then we'll also be awarding at the sub-county level. The first position will get 50,000 Kenya shillings, second position 25,000, and the third position 15,000. This is the sub-county level. And then now on to the finals, where they'll be fighting out for 1 million Kenya shillings each for the winners. Second position will get 500,000 Kenya shillings for both teams. Third position will be 250, and this time round we are going to be awarding the fourth position for 100,000 Kenya shillings. Yes, so there are a lot of goodies to be won.
Yes, 9,600 teams. When you 9,600 players, 480 teams. I mean, when you had this idea of starting such a tournament, did you see 480 teams registering? Did you envision that we are going to have such a huge number of teams, such a huge pool of players coming to play in this tournament?
I know for sure that football is huge in Machakos. Yes, I was hoping for a good number, but I would have been content even if I got 50 teams to participate. But when I got, in fact, the interest expressed was over 600 teams. But it's just that, with sponsorship, you have a budget, you have to, cater for and stick to it. So we can only afford 480 for this specific tournament. But I'm absolutely elated to see the number of youth that have shown up to participate in this tournament. Yes.
And finally, what are your expectations?
I have, well, I hope and I expect that all the teams will come out and play. I hope that we'll have a good time, we'll have fun. I hope that by the end of all this, I'll be able to have a team or two teams that I call my own, Captain Irene Ndanu football team for the men and the women. I'm looking forward to that. And I just hope that Machakos will have some excitement and life will be better for them after this summit.
Is it a one-off thing?
Absolutely not. We intend for it to be an annual event. So next year we'll come back, and the subsequent years, by God's grace, yes.
Thank you, Irene. Let me speak to a player, of course, who will be taking part in this tournament. Amo, mambo vipi?
Poa sana.
Hey, unajisikiaje kuparticipate kwa Captain Irene Ndanu Supercup, rather Supercup ambayo itakuwa Machakos?
Nasikia poa sana. It's a great opportunity for us the youths na teams zote za Machakos. It's one thing itakuwa for long. Though we are looking forward to display our talents. Pia mascouts wakuja hapo na vijana venye wacheza ball. And a lot of other things expecting for the tournament.
Unachezea timu gani?
Mimi nachezea Katangi All Stars. Yeah.
Na unaona labda hii tournament ikianza nyinyi ndio mtakuwa washindi?
Yeah, of course. Every day you're optimistic, you know. Yeah. I believe we'll emerge the winners.
Yeah. You'll emerge the winners. Na kwa mtazamo wako kama player, ni nini ambayo unaona haswa inafanya sponsors hawaleti pesa kwa tournaments kama vile Ndanu ameleta pesa kwa hii tournament Machakos? Mbona watu waleti pesa kwa ball huku Kenya?
I think mimi naweza sema kitu yenye naweza sema ni kama tulikosa tu mtu wa kuanzisha. So since now we've gotten someone who has kickstarted everything, I think now sponsors flow in. Yeah.
Na kwa timu yako umesema inaitwa Katangi All Stars.
Yeah.
Katangi All Stars, wakati mlisikia hii tournament inakuja, mshindi anapata 1 million, mlijisikiaje wakati ile mnasema lazima tuende to register?
Tulisikia poa. Kuna opportunity ya kuenda hiyo 1 meter. Always we are looking for the prize. Pia then tukaona pia tena kuna scouting, kuna nini, so everybody wants to come in and play and do skill. Pia hapa ndio uko juu pia.
Hapa ndio uko juu. Na generally ball match iko vipi?
Sasa hii naweza sema ball match pali tuko bado atuko vibaya sana. With the new office, I think tuko pali. But now that some people like Captain Irene are coming forward to support the sport in Machakos, I think in coming years tutakuwa pali juu.
Na hii tournament unaona itasaidiaje ball match?
Kwa niseme tu itasaidia poa sana kuinua talents juu tumeona pia kutakuwa mascouts watasaidia kusport hizo talents. Pia tumeona tukiongea na watu FKF tumesikia nini itajengwa pale Machakos, offices za FKF zitakuja Machakos, and so we'll attract more sponsors and the sport will be ranked higher.
Now from the